Hiya, folks. So this week I'm talking about Battle Royale 80s arcade games. See, some time ago they made, there was Tetris 99, which was added onto Nintendo Switch Online. Then there was this past fall, I believe, there was Super Mario, no, Mario 35, Super Mario 35, something like that. Anyway, which, you can no longer play. They took it down this past month, but that's beside the point. And then recently, a couple of weeks ago, there was Pac-Man 99. So, somebody had, ever since Pac-Man 99 was released, people have been saying, like, at this point, they're going to make Battle Royale games of all these 80s arcade games. And the more I thought about it, I was like, this might make an interesting idea for a video. So, for those who are unfamiliar with them, I'm going to talk about the other three, Pac-Man and Tetris and stuff, and then I'm going to give some, very briefly, and then I'm going to give some ideas for ones that I would like to see if this does become a thing, like we see 80s arcade games become Battle Royale games for Nintendo Switch Online. So, first is Tetris 99, which is, if you ever played, like, Tetris, like the Battle Royale mode, where, like when you clear a number of blocks, then it'll create, like, blocks onto your opponent's side of the field, like, blockades or whatever, like, it'll disrupt their game, so to speak, you know what I mean? So that's pretty much what Tetris 99 is, except that it's 99 people, Battle Royale thing. You can, like, switch around who you want to attack and stuff, like, because that's the thing, it's like well, actually, yeah. So then there was Mario 35, which, like I said, you can no longer play, unfortunately, but this one was 35 players, and it's like you play the classic Super Mario Brothers. You kind of play the first two levels at like an endless loop, and then sometimes you go to like the third or fourth. You can use the warp zone, which sometimes it'll take you to, like, let's say you go in the 3-1 pipe. It's like sometimes it'll take you to 3-1, sometimes it'll take you back to 1-1. It's, I don't know, it's weird, but it was a pretty fun game. And whenever you'd jump on a Koopa or Goomba, Koopa Troopa, Hammer Brother, etc. Whenever you jump on one of them, or just kill a Piranha Plant or Blooper or whatever, with the fireball, it would send them to one of your opponent's screen. So like a little ghost one, so to speak, like a black and white one. So it creates like more enemies, and vice versa. And here comes the cat. So then, okay, he's chasing the other cat. Well, anyway. Then Pac-Man 99, it's, the way this one works is, well, you play Pac-Man, obviously, and whenever you eat a blue ghost, it'll create, like, a hollow Pac-Man, and it'll send a hollow Pac-Man to one of your opponents, or vice versa, and when you hit a hollow Pac-Man, it slows you down slightly, temporarily, for, like, it's like when you play a racing game and you go over, like, an obstacle, and then it'll, like some kind of obstacle will slow you down as you go over it, but once you're past it, you go back to regular speed. And the other thing is, there's also basically like these lines of there's two of these, two lines of a bunch of like translucent hollow ghosts, or fluorescent hollow ghosts, excuse me. And when you eat a bunch of those, it'll create like a like a train of ghosts. So when you eat a whole bunch of them, it'll send like a whole bunch of like hollow Pac-Mans all across the screen. And the way this works, because it's kind of important, is you use you use the right analog stick to control Pac-Man. The left one, or turn Pac-Man, I should say. The left analog basically decides like who you're gonna attack, like, or whatever, or send your hollow Pac-Mans to, and the D-pad, I think, like, just has like different things you can do. it's different, like, how you control Pac-Man, or like change the specifics or something like that. But anyway, so that aside, these are ideas for ones that I would love to see, that I think would make great, like, Battle Royale games. The first one is, keeping up with Namco, Galaga. Galaga is, I always love those type of games, like space shooter type of games, and Galaga I think would be kind of cool, because it would be, although it would be interesting to see that, like, how would you shoot, like, the, I mean, because would it be like 99 or maybe like a smaller number like they did with Mario? Because it would be, or maybe it could just be like for every so many enemies you shoot down in Galaga, it could be like maybe because sometimes they kind of come in like a barrage of 5 or whatever. Maybe for like every 5 you shoot down, it'll send one to an opponent or something, or you can just shoot the extra enemies to the other screen and stuff. But I think Galaga would be great. The next one is Centipede, which my grandmother used to love that game. And again, maybe it could be like for every whole centipede you shoot down, it would send like extras to your opponent, or maybe you could like send obstacles to your opponent, like those little blockade things, or maybe you could just like split up the centipedes on your opponent's screen, or vice versa, or whatever. And the next one is Tapper, or Beer Tapper, whatever, you know what I mean. I feel like this game would be perfect for a battle royale arcade game, because it could be like, which it's a fun game, but but simplistic and repetitive. Well, a lot of 80s arcade games are, but very fun game. And it could be like maybe like for every customer that you satisfy, like after they've gotten all their glasses or whatever, or mugs of beer, or root beer, or whatever, then it would like send another one. It would it would send like more customers to your opponent, or like your opponents would want, and you like would want like more mugs, or maybe you could like increase the speed of the mug, like for every customer you satisfy or every mug you fill and drink or whatever. But like I said, I think this would be perfect for that. So then, a few ideas I have that these are like tend to be like 1 or 2 player games. So I feel like this could work like either way. I mean, like the way this could work would be like, because these are 1 or 2 player games, it could be like, maybe it could be strictly 1 player and then it would be the 99, or it could be for 2 players and then it would only be like 30 other players, like, so it would be like a tag team battle royale type of thing, or a co-op battle royale. So it'd be like 2 teams of 30. 30 teams of 2 people or whatever. But those ideas are Contra, Double Dragon, and Smash TV. Now, Contra, like the same thing. It would be like for every opponent you kill, it would send them like to it's kind of like the Mario one. Like every enemy you kill, it would send them to your opponent. Like, of course, you'd have to get Konami on board for this as well. But every enemy you kill would send them to like your opponent. Like send like a ghost or a black and white one to sending more enemies to your opponents. Like making it more challenging. Smash TV, this I feel like would be insane, because if you ever played Smash TV, you know what I'm talking about. But maybe it could be like for the amount of points you get or something, like you could send like, or maybe just like send barrage of enemies after your opponents, like that would be insane. But I think that would be kind of cool too. And the last one, Double Dragon, which I think also would be good for, but again, this would be like insane, because you think about, Double Dragon, where it's not compared to like Mario or Contra, where you just kill enemies in like 1 hit. This is like enemies that take a variety of hits, because it's a beat 'em up. And all I can think of is that AVGN, what the hell do you call it, a Moonwalker episode, when he's like fighting all the zombies and they just keep coming like wave and wave and wave of them. And he's like, Jesus, enough already! Like, I feel like that would be like how a Double Dragon 99 or Battle Royale game would be like. But yeah, those are just some of my ideas for arcade like Battle Royale games, if they make more than just the Pac-Man and Tetris and the Mario Rest in Peace one. Like, but are there any ideas that you guys would like to see that you think would be a cool like Battle Royale 80s games, 80s arcade Battle Royale games for Nintendo Switch Online? Let me know in the comments section below. And as always, thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your week, people.